Hello everyone of the internet and welcome back to Pass the Joystick. And today we have kind of like a different type of episode because we're not bringing many news, but we are bringing the whole debacle with the consoles. So kind of like a console war type deal. Because we know in the past few weeks that it's been a little crazy.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been a little crazy. I mean, we didn't have an episode last week, so this week we have a lot of information when it comes to like the new consoles, because we got a price on the Xbox, which we did an episode on, but we also got the price and date on the PlayStation, and yeah, that's been quite eventful. Yeah. I would say. But yeah, welcome to episode 13 of Pass the Joystick. And let's start how we always started. And what have we been playing? So Nick, what have you been playing lately?
Ooh, I just hopped back into Doom Eternal to finish my third run of the game.
Of course.
Yeah. I have to. I said I had to a while back before the DLC drops. So I get my last achievement. I'm only missing one at this point.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the thing. Yeah, but it requires me to do the entire game all over again, which is fine.
It's not like you don't enjoy the game anyway.
Oh no, 100%. That soundtrack puts me in a whole different mood.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's gonna be on Game Pass, so download that. What else? There was a game that I started and I completely forgot what it was.
I know, but we've been playing a lot of Smite.
Yeah,
for some reason we've been playing a lot of Smite.
It feels good though.
You found Achilles, and for some reason that's it.
I'm like, hey, every game.
Achilles,
double digits.
But hey, I've been playing a lot of it too because of Mulan.
Oh god,
Hua Mulan out here with it. After I watched the movie of Mulan, oh man, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, she's fun. But anyways,
so fun.
I've been looking into this game called Hades that I probably want to pick up.
Okay.
That's a game that I'm probably thinking about playing. It's on the Switch right now and PC. It's like a roguelike, but you play in like Greek times.
Okay.
And every time you die, instead of you just dying and like losing all your stuff, you're brought back into like your family, which is your dad's Hades, and then your like aunts and uncles and stuff are Poseidon, Aphrodite, and all these other gods. And like let's say you die in a mission, you'll come back and they'll greet you and be like, oh, did you like do this? Some situation, and you can get their powers and use them.
That's pretty
cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've been hearing a lot of positive things about it.
Yeah.
It's $20 on the Switch right now.
Steal.
Yeah, it sounds like a steal, and people have been playing it apparently for the last year because it's in early access. So some people were repeating, I've been playing it for like 1,000 hours and stuff. So I was like,
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'll probably have to look into it.
So
that
it must
sounds
be
like
that good.
Yeah, I imagine.
That's awesome.
What about you though?
I mean, I've been playing obviously Smite, a lot of Smite.
Oh yes.
Animal Crossing, a lot of that. Luigi's Mansion, and a lot of Dead by Daylight for some reason because I've been having so much fun with that game.
That's the game I've downloaded.
It's so scary but so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That I think that's pretty much it. I haven't been playing a lot of anything else. Like not even Apex really. Like we haven't really been playing a lot of Apex.
It's like a big Apex break right now.
Yeah.
I might get on just to do dummies because I didn't do it the last time it came out. So I might. I
have to complete my battle pass, so I have to jump back in.
Yeah.
And I bought the battle pass twice, PlayStation and Xbox, so I have to do both of them.
That's ridiculous.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see anyways.
Yeah. Oh god.
But anyways, let's start talking about everything that's been going on.
Xbox,
Xbox and PlayStation, yeah. So it's been quite the eventful week or weeks and days that has been going on. But we got Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show was pretty fun. They announced a lot of JRPGs, a lot of new stuff coming out. Nier is getting a new game.
That's soon too, right?
Yeah. They also announced VR of Minecraft, which was pretty fun. So Minecraft is getting VR, so if you own VR, hey, get in Minecraft.
Yeah, I thought that already existed, I'll be honest with you. But it is what it is.
That's gonna be
it's
really
never too late.
Yeah. What else? What else was announced before we get into the whole thing?
Oof.
I know there was.
I forgot it.
There was a few other.
Oh, the new Oculus headset. I completely.
The new Oculus headset,
Oculus
which comes out October 13th.
Yeah, for $100 less than the original one, with like twice the power.
And upgraded, right?
Yeah,
$100 cheaper and upgraded. $299.
I paid $399 thinking, damn, this thing's gonna be amazing. And granted, it's still amazing.
Yeah, it's still great. It's still great. But now they announced the new one, stronger than the previous one.
Stronger, lighter, better cameras, and has hand tracking for most of the games already.
Man. And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, beautiful.
And it looks pretty too.
Anybody that's trying to get a VR headset, the Oculus Quest is coming out on October 13th, I believe, or somewhere in October, but in the next few weeks, pretty much.
If you don't mind having a Facebook account, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because this
Or
is
if
the
you
headset that
already
you're
own
going to need.
or if you already have a Facebook account, then yeah, perfect. So yeah, Oculus, the Tokyo Game Show. They we can talk about the PlayStation event because they announced a few stuff like the gameplay of Miles Morales, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was cool actually.
Resident Evil got shown, which ecstatic.
Yeah,
obviously.
that was like the same trailer but cut up in different, and then they like one or two different.
They added a few things here and there, but okay, we can talk about Bethesda.
Oh,
like come on, how do you feel about Xbox just buying out a whole studio as big as Bethesda?
First of all, $7.5 billion.
$7.5 billion.
Who even has that type of money just chilling?
I mean,
I guess they do.
I mean, when you're Microsoft, you have money,
Bro.
like,
that's
but yeah, no,
unfathomable.
It's ridiculous. Like, how do you feel? I mean, you talked about like Doom.
Yeah.
Talked about all these other things. How do you feel now that Microsoft owns this?
I'm excited because we can get possibilities out of this. Like there's a lot that could happen.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. One of the big things is the fact that there are games that were already on Game Pass, or were leaving Game Pass and left the leaving list. So they're permanently there now, of course, because it's like part of the deal.
Yeah, it's part of it.
So like, Doom 2016 might come back for people that never played that. Obviously, Doom Eternal's coming in like next week. Dishonored 2 is staying. Wolfenstein 1 and 2 are staying.
Yep.
Like all these other games that are amazing games.
Incredible games.
And they're staying, which is fantastic because this also just gives more value to Game Pass.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's just Game Pass. Like you're getting so much value out of it, and then not only you have value now, but they're adding more into it, and they're gonna continue adding more into it. So like, come on, if you don't have Game Pass, like we always say,
you're missing out at this point.
Like,
and they're even talking about that Starfield sci-fi RPG game that's supposed to be like the next, like just so big that it's like unfathomable type of situation, like Skyrim.
Yeah.
And they rewritten the engine for the game. They didn't say what consoles, but they said for next gen.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens on that.
Yeah, it's probably be like 2025. At this rate.
For those people out there, like, how do you guys feel about Xbox buying out Bethesda? Are you a big fan of like the Bethesda games? And quick question that I'll throw out to Nick: what do you think the exclusive list is looking like for Xbox in the future? Because the big debate out there is, yes, Xbox is stronger than the PlayStation, but it doesn't have exclusive games, which is debatable. Because in my opinion, Xbox has more exclusive than PlayStation.
Right now it does.
But a lot of people just focus on the big AAA titles like, God of War, Spider-Man, all these big titles like Horizon and whatnot, which I get it. Incredible, beautiful games. Like, favorite game of all time is God of War.
I love it.
So I get it. They're incredible. But don't say that PlayStation has more exclusives, because they don't. In reality, if you look at the exclusivity on Xbox, they actually own so much more exclusive games. They're just not as big.
Yeah.
Which
I feel like is fine, because like I don't feel like you should have to release constant AAA titles, which is very like unnecessary at this point.
In a sense, I agree, because if you're, or let's say from the point of a fan, if I have to rely on saying that, but PlayStation has Spider-Man or PlayStation has God of War, okay, so you play God of War, you finished it, what now?
Now what?
Right.
You're playing a third-party game probably. You're probably on Apex.
Playing Call of Duty. You're probably playing Apex. You're probably playing all this. That if you finish a game, you really don't have much choices after that.
No.
Because on Xbox, let's say Game Pass, you have so many exclusives that you can download. You finish this one, okay, let me move on to the next one. Let me move on to the next one. And so many of these games have replay value, which is ridiculous in a sense, because you can continue playing them. And now, I'll throw this point out there, because it might be one of those things that you might not, let's say, enjoy certain games, and I get it, it's not for everybody. But most of these people that have these arguments, like, PlayStation have these exclusives. Okay, are you playing those exclusives? Or are you one of these persons that are saying this and just going out there and playing Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Because most people are like that. Yeah. Most people are like that. And that's one of the things that upset me, is because you can say that PlayStation has a lot of exclusives, but then again, you're not playing them. So it's one of those things. I
mean, I love my PlayStation. I literally bought it for God of War and Spider-Man. That's the only reason I bought it. And then I beat those two games. I wanted to go through God of War again But the problem with like me doing a whole single player game again that I've already gone through is that there's other games that I haven't even gone through.
Right, that you haven't even touched.
This year.
Yeah.
The big one is Kakarot and Metro Exodus. I bought them the same day they released, and I haven't even touched them.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing what I play on a daily basis, which is Smite and some other games, and I just don't have the time to complete a 30-hour game.
Right.
Just
to sit there and just blast it with it.
And neglect. I wouldn't say I don't have the time, but to like neglect everything else and not play all these other games.
Right.
Then what's gonna happen?
There's daily missions that you got to do and all that stuff. But it's one of those things that it just doesn't make sense to me that a lot of people put arguments and everything out there when in reality, if you look at it, there is technically no argument.
Yeah.
Because Xbox is just offering so much more out there to the gamer. It's catering to the gamers out there nowadays. And I don't know. I just feel like Xbox is just doing it right.
They're doing a lot. And I mean, we talk about this like obviously it probably sounds like where Xbox has. I mean, again, we love our PlayStations. He has a limited one.
I have a limited God of War. Yeah, I have the limited God of War, and he has the limited Spider-Man one.
I wish I did. I wasn't able to get it.
Oh, no, you weren't able.
I had the standard one. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I tried to get it and they didn't have it. They told me they didn't have it, so I bought the standard one.
And then afterwards they had it.
The next day they had it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Pissed me
okay.
off.
Yeah.
But I wasn't working, so.
But anyways, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But we use our PlayStations all the time. I haven't used mine. I want to say in like a month because the last time I was on it was to beat Horizon.
Yeah.
Which obviously was the game.
And
the last game I played.
that's one of those things. Like, I love my PlayStation. I love the exclusives. I pretty much play all of them. And I agree they're probably one of the best games that I've ever played. I mean, I have Last of Us tattooed right here. So Last of Us is one of my all-time favorite games. And I don't argue that. The thing I do argue is you cannot say that PlayStation has all these titles and everything when Xbox actually has much more titles than that. And one of the things that I can see on the PlayStation is, you play your exclusives, and then what? Are you out there to play either NBA 2K? Are you out there to play, Call of Duty or Apex or anything like that? When in reality, these experiences are better on Xbox.
Yeah.
Because Xbox has the better servers, and there's no arguing that. They have the better servers, they have the better online connectivity and everything.
The better menu, party chat's a breeze.
Yeah, chat, exactly. Chat sharing and all that stuff, it's actually much better, much easier on Xbox. So you cannot argue that, PlayStation as a whole console, they're doing it well. Which, they are good. I'm not going to say they're
doing good things.
They're doing good things. But let's compare apples to apples.
Yeah.
Xbox is just doing it better. At the end of the day, it's one of those, like, it's PlayStation are doing it good, or is Xbox doing it good? I'm biased to all consoles, including Nintendo. I'll include Nintendo into this because I'm biased to all of them. I own all three of them. I buy all of them. I actually, we'll get into a second, but I actually pre-ordered both already, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. But it's all about seeing who's doing what to the gamer. Because I'm not a fanboy. I'm not going to sit here and argue like, you know what, Xbox is the greatest console out there. Doesn't matter what. They are the greatest. PlayStation can suck it. They're doing nothing out there.
There are people that are like that.
They are, exactly.
It's hilarious.
And we've had so many conversations with people like that in the past few weeks that is just ridiculous because, I just put it how I see it. And Xbox is just doing it well this time around.
No, they're killing it. Like, it's not even just the fact of, I would say obviously they're catering, which is a big thing because they don't need to do half the things they're doing for us, but they're doing it, which is fantastic.
Literally. Game Pass is the big thing. Yeah. And not only Game Pass, but price points. Look at the Series S, bro. We talked about it on the last episode.
It's literally, I mean, sure, it'll probably be, I guess you could be like, oh, it'll have the same situation with the original Xbox there, where I guess you could say it's outdated in 2 or 3 years, but I don't think that matters because it has so much in it.
I don't think that'll be the case with this time around because it's strong. It's a strong console.
And it also does 1440.
Yeah, like come on.
With the SSD.
Like come on, bro.
So that is feature proof in its own way. And then the fact that again everything that console is pretty much made for Game Pass. You could just buy that and just use that for everything that's gonna drop. And obviously all these Bethesda games.
You can literally buy Game Pass on that console and not have to buy any other game. Obviously, if you want to buy games, you can.
Yeah.
But you don't technically have to buy any other games because you have so much content already available day one. And then as time passes on, you're getting all the new exclusive titles on Game Pass included day one. So like what? So like for me, the big example was today.
I decided I'm gonna sit down and I was gonna play some Destiny for a bit, just to like get back into it.
Destiny, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I could do that on my phone. So I got my phone, I got my mount for my Switch, and I put my phone in it, my controller attached to it, and I just laid down and I did one strike in Destiny.
On the phone.
And it played beautiful. Like, I didn't have any issues. I had zero lag. Normally, this little button pops up for me. I found out if you switch over to 5G instead of 2G, it works better.
Okay.
So I figured I did that. And I played for like an hour, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then just quit and just do what I was doing on my phone before. It's seamless.
And it comes back to the like catering to the gamers. Like, Microsoft is literally just putting it out there so you can access your games anywhere you go.
Yep.
And it's giving you the options to actually play what you want, when you want, wherever you want. So is PlayStation really doing that? Let's talk about PlayStation. What is it called? PlayStation Plus collections. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
So when I looked into PlayStation Collection, the PlayStation Plus collections, it didn't seem like a bad idea. Like, I get it. It's something to fill the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I guess. So
or if you've never played any of those games.
Yeah, exactly.
Very few people like me.
If you've never played any of those games, then hey, PlayStation Plus Collections gives you the ability of doing that on your PlayStation 5, which is amazing. Do I think it's a good value on the new console? I really don't see it.
No.
Personally, for me, because I've already played all these games. So, do I really want to sign up for something that gives me no value on games that I've already played? Versus Game Pass gives me the value on all the games that are out there that I probably haven't even touched, and gives me the exclusives that come out on day one.
Yeah.
Like, let's say the big one, Halo.
Or even the medium.
Yeah, even the medium is the big one that
they
I
said
want.
like 30 games on day one.
On day one, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And new games too.
Yeah.
So like the medium, for example. Medium is available there. So that's the one game that I'm looking forward to on Xbox that I want to play on day one. So those are the things that I kind of want to bring up to the point, because
and Crossfire.
Yeah, probably, obviously.
Yeah.
Crossfire, come on.
Yeah.
But those are the things that I see more value into, rather than going into like the old school games and then playing those that I've already played on the new PlayStation 5, because I'm not getting any benefit out of that.
Yeah.
Because it's not upgraded, it's not doing anything for me, I'm just streaming it.
That's another thing. They're not even giving out. I think that was kind of what like bothered me the most, and the reason why, personally speaking, I'm not gonna get a PS5 for a few months. I'm gonna wait until like February, March.
Yeah.
It's because of the whole, our games we're not gonna do upgrades for unless you buy the new version or
That's
something
crazy.
like that. Like I feel like if they were to charge for a God of War upgrade for the PS5 with Ragnarok, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
Because why did I bought the game twice. I already said that.
I mean,
why would I buy the game? Use it?
Kind of like the same thing for me. Let's say like The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us, I want to play it as an upgraded version.
Yeah.
So now I'm reading that Last of Us might not be an upgraded version to the PlayStation 5. That I'm gonna have to pay to actually get the upgrade on the PlayStation 5. So you're telling me I already bought The Last of Us twice also.
Yeah.
I got the collector's edition and then I got the digital edition.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought the game twice. And so now you're telling me that I have to actually buy it again, so that way I can play it on my PlayStation 5 as an upgrade. When Xbox already said that the games are gonna be ported over to the Xbox Series X and S, upgraded to that performance.
You literally just have to move it from your hard drive to the SSD. That's it.
How crazy is that, man? Like, it just, let's bring it back to catering to gamers.
It's hard. It's just like, it makes my head like pulse.
How can fanboys tell me that PlayStation is just doing it better?
Yeah.
How can that go through your head? Please, if you're a PlayStation fanboy, tell me down in the comments. Tell me your reasoning behind it, because make me see it, because I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I've done my fair, share of research and stuff like that on both consoles and all this other stuff. That's something we do very often.
Yeah, of course.
And we read articles every day, but like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't. I have a lot of friends.
It really
who,
doesn't. Yeah.
They talk so much about PlayStation and they're so into it and they're so big on it, and I'm like, cool, I love my PlayStation.
Yeah,
but then
of course.
as soon as all the Xbox news starts coming out, every day they've been announcing something.
Yeah,
like it doesn't have to be big.
No, but it's every day they're bringing something.
Yeah.
Like an announcement.
Like, hey, new accessories.
Like today,
games.
Tokyo Game Show, they announced that they're doing a crossover with Nier and everything. So they're doing exclusive content for Nier. So all the Nier fans out there, you get exclusive content on the Xbox. But those are the little things, you know what I'm saying? Like you're getting something every freaking day, and probably we're getting something every day until launch.
Yeah.
So like, come on.
That could be the case. I mean, at this point, they've teased numerous times of like them announcing something the next day, and then it may not be big, but it's a game of some sort.
It's something, right.
Or half the time, like the past few days, it's been Game Pass.
Right, like they're just adding constantly to Game Pass.
Like yesterday, they added 2 days ago, I guess it was. They added all the DLC to Game Pass for free for Destiny 2.
For Destiny, yeah,
which is crazy because now guess what? I get to hop back in Destiny and play all the
and get all the DLC for free.
Yeah,
and
which was like $100.
And let's not mention that the new DLC that comes out in November, it's included.
Oh yeah.
Into Game Pass.
Yeah. So, and it's completely. I'm sorry. It's completely weird function that I feel like I wouldn't even say weird, but it's amazing. That Xbox app does that obviously no other app does is that you can actually, as of I think earlier this week, download games that you don't own on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
You can put them to download and it'll be ready to play when you get to it.
How amazing! Because like
ridiculous.
that was probably my pet peeve about buying physicals. I would put them to download.
You have to like insert the disc and then wait.
Yeah.
For it to install
like
and all that
for
stuff.
2 hours.
Literally, bro. That's one of the things that just upsets me about the new consoles.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Wow.
that's a great feature. But there's the value. Like value, they're just continuing to making your life not only easier but to just give you more reasons to play. You know? And it's not even about just buying and playing the Xbox. It's about like just playing. They're trying to cater to everybody to actually make it cross platform, so you can actually play with other consoles, other people all over, PC, Switch, PlayStation, mobile. Like they're trying to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like if that Game Pass deal actually comes to Switch that they've been rumoring for a few months now, that would be.
Yeah, imagine that. Like it would be just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it just would.
You tell me I have Game Pass on my Switch?
Yeah, like what?
what am I gonna do with it?
Like those are the crazy things. It's catering to the gamer. We're gonna continue with this because I, as a gamer, want to have options. You know, I want to be able to play wherever and whenever I want, and whatever game I want. And if you're giving me the option to actually have that wherever I want, and then not only that, but giving me content constantly with that.
And these aren't small games; they're big. Games.
No, they're big games. And like let's talk about like one of the bigger games, like The Witcher. The Witcher, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's over 200 hours long, bro.
Oh, and it's getting the Series X update on day one.
Like,
why
for free.
not? For free.
For free.
And then Cyberpunk comes out the next week.
The next week after that. Like, does it make sense to you guys not to have Game Pass? You know, like I don't want to bash on PlayStation.
They're making it harder right now.
Though. I really don't, because I love PlayStation. I really love the exclusive that they have. But that is the only excuse that I have.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can mention out of PlayStation is exclusives. They have nothing else.
No.
Because if I want to play, I'm not a Call of Duty player, but if I want to play Call of Duty, which console do you think I would choose? With the better servers, the smoother frame rate, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Xbox, because I want the better gaming experience.
Yeah.
So if I own both consoles, then I would play it on the better one.
I've always had a better multiplayer experience on my Xbox, and I've used PlayStation to the point where I've gone out of my way to play Smite on every console that I possibly can for a number of hours, and I've always felt like, of course, PC, Xbox, and even the Switch to me was better than playing on my PlayStation, which is crazy.
And how crazy that is! Not only that, but and Smite is one of the few, but they don't have cross progression.
Yeah, they had it at first and they took it out. They said
like it just makes no sense to me. Like Switch has it, Xbox and PC have it, so you can cross progress through those three consoles. Or platforms, and then you cannot do it on PlayStation.
Yeah. Same thing with Spellbreak.
Yeah, same thing with Spellbreak.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Like it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense because we want to be able to get everybody together.
Yep.
And if I have my content on such a big game like Smite, I want to be able to carry it over wherever.
Of course.
You know, but it just doesn't make sense that I can't do it on PlayStation.
No. And I feel like that's probably the reason I haven't touched it in the past month is just because I already beat all my single player games. I don't have a reason to go back.
It's the same thing with me. The only reason why I go into it is because I have a few friends that don't have an Xbox, so I go into to play Apex. But that's the only reason I go into my PlayStation is to play Apex. And if I compare Apex experience to play on PlayStation versus Xbox, I always have a better experience on Xbox because of how smooth it is.
I mean, later this fall, it's getting its crossplay update. So
Yeah,
so now have to get on.
Yeah, so now I don't even have to get on PlayStation.
And all your data's on your Xbox anyways.
Yep, exactly. So I have everything there. But anyways, I don't know. Please tell us what you guys think about this whole debate, because convince me on why you think the PlayStation is better. Give me your reasons. Give me something that you really believe in that tells you that PlayStation is doing it better. Because right now,
it's hard.
They're not.
It's hard. Like, I even use my Switch more, and I take my Switch with me everywhere. It's in my backpack right now. I literally take it with me whenever I go to anyone's house, because I never know when I'm going to sit there and want to play a 20-minute, 15-minute game of Smite.
Yeah.
Or just hop on single player.
And you have the same content that you have on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Can you
I can literally just boot it up and play.
Can you do that on PlayStation?
No,
unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And it's just, I feel like it's comfort, and it's also, I think that's the main thing for me, is comfort is probably the big word, is the fact that I can hop on whatever console and play those 1 or 2 games of mine that I play on a daily basis.
Yeah. And that's one of those things, like, you want to have that peace of mind. You know, you want to have that peace of mind that if I can play it here or play it over here, I still have my same progression.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the comfort that like you said, that's the comfort that I want also.
Yeah.
But
cross progression is.
Let's talk about let's talk about another debacle that happened. Pre-orders.
Yeah.
Pre-orders of Sony and Microsoft for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. You know? Yeah. So
I think they were both pretty bad.
They were both pretty bad in a sense.
I don't think one was better than the other.
How do you feel about the whole pre-order and everything that went on? I'll give you my thoughts first, because PlayStation went up first on pre-orders, right? So the whole PlayStation launch happened, and then they said, "Oh, pre-orders are gonna be available tomorrow after their event. Pre-orders are gonna be up tomorrow." Awesome. So a lot of people waited, and what happens? After 3 hours, Walmart is the first retailer to put them up for pre-order, and then after Walmart puts it up, every other retailer saw that, so every retailer puts them up for pre-order. Yeah, so every retailer puts them up for pre-order. So what happens? Everybody goes into chaos mode, and then we see just the social media blow up.
Yeah.
Everywhere it's
Twitter was a nightmare.
Fights happening, like everybody trying to get a pre-order, everybody calling everywhere, every retailer just to get a pre-order out there. And you know, I was lucky enough to actually stop on my way to work, my way from work, to stop at a GameStop, and I was able to secure a pre-order that same day. And that was random because I got a message, "Hey, pre-orders are up. GameStop has that in store," and I'm like, "Cool." I was getting off the exit of the highway.
Might as well.
GameStop is right there, so I was like, "Let me just pull up to GameStop real quick." And funny thing is, when I got in there, there were 2 people in front of me. And the guy that was right in front of me, he tells me, "Oh, hey, you're here for the PlayStation?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, you're the last one, because they only have 3." And it was me and the 2 guys in front of me.
Oh, no.
I was like, holy crap.
What luck.
And then every single person that came in behind me, they were just gone.
Yeah. That's what happened to me at first.
But and let's talk about it for a second. It's one of those things, like, you know, I'm not going to blame Sony.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I'm only going to partially blame Sony, because in a sense it was kind of like up to them to say, "Hey, here's the SKU that we're gonna use, you know, keep it up until like whatever."
Yeah.
But no, like, retailers just put it up for pre-order.
Literally, so. It was 3 hours later, because I remember I was playing, and then I just opened my phone, just because I usually check Twitter like once an hour.
Yeah, because I was at work. I remember when I saw the announcement and everything. Cool, they're gonna go up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then open my phone, bam.
Yeah, like pre-orders are up. Like, what the hell, man?
Oh no, and then obviously I wasn't interested in getting one day one, but just seeing all these things and all these websites just immediately sold out was just baffling to me.
It's just crazy. So tell us your experience. Did you get a pre-order on the PlayStation? Did you secure one? What was your experience? Let us know.
Yeah, was it a good time?
Yeah. But then, you know, just a week after, Xbox was like, hey, by the way, you guys already know our date.
Yeah.
We're just gonna give you our time when we're gonna go live. So Xbox, in a sense, they wanted it to be smoother because they give you the time, they give you the date. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to go smoother and everything. Unfortunately, it wasn't smooth either because everywhere was crashing.
Yeah.
And it was expected because if you give us a time and date, scalpers are gonna be in there, bots are gonna be in there. Yep. Everybody is gonna be trying to get a pre-order. Here's my story again. I was lucky enough to actually wake up early and then wait in line, also at GameStop, same GameStop that I got my PlayStation, and wait for 2 hours to get a pre-order. That GameStop that I went to only had 8 of the Xbox Series X and 2 of the Xbox Series S.
That's still a lot.
So, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So 10 overall. A lot of stores weren't even getting any.
Yeah, or they had like 1 or 2, literally.
Yeah, so so I stood there and I was number 6 in line for the Xbox Series X. So, I was able to get one. I felt it was a smoother transaction than the PlayStation because the PlayStation, it was like kind of like a panic mode.
Yeah, because it was instant.
Yeah, it was like, okay, they're up. Okay, so now figure it out.
Yeah.
Pretty much. At least on Xbox, you were kind of more prepared. It was up to you to be like ready or not. So, it was one of those.
You at least gave yourself a day or two mentally to get into the motion.
I know you were able to get a Series X pre-order.
Yes.
What was your experience? How was your day on that? Because I know you took a trip somewhere too.
Yeah. So, in the area that I live at, there's 5 GameStops near me.
5 GameStops.
5 GameStops within I want to say like a 10-mile radius.
Savage.
And then there's a Best Buy as well. So I just looked online real quick, and at first they didn't say that you couldn't go inside Best Buy and do pre-orders. Right. That wasn't listed.
That's usually how it is, yeah.
And I just decided, I'm just gonna go in and try to pre-order. And I got there I want to say 30, 40 minutes ahead of time. There was literally nobody in the store. There was only the employees.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not doing in-store pre-orders. It's only online. And it's in 30 minutes. Best Buy wasn't in 30 minutes. I'll get to that later, though. Mm-hmm. And then I went to 3 other GameStops within the span of 30 minutes to see who had it. And none of them had, obviously, because people were outside waiting.
Of course.
And then the third GameStop I went to only had 2 of each. And there was like 5 or 6 people online. So they were just telling them, hey, we don't have it at this point.
Right.
So I get home around, I want to say 11:30. And spent the next 4 hours just occasionally checking. I would take a break and be like, I'm not going to keep reloading. Mm-hmm. And I had no idea that my girlfriend was sitting right behind me just reloading pages over and over again.
Look at that.
Which is amazing, by the way.
Beautiful. What a love story.
Yeah, what a love story. And I had no idea. I was like, she's really quiet today. She's not talking to me. She's just reloading pages over and over and over again. And then she gets through to Target and she's like, you want to get it through Target? And I'm like, maybe. It's not a bad idea. But as soon as she goes to change my card information, it went out of stock. So I was like, all right, damn, this sucks. And this was at 12 o'clock. This was right when Amazon went live.
Yeah.
Amazon went live an hour later. Same thing happened with Amazon. We kept hitting pre-order, nothing. 10 minutes later, out of stock. They didn't have it anymore.
Quick.
Gave it, I want to say a few hours. Checked my phone at 1:59. I was like, oh, let me get on Best Buy. Best Buy went live at 2 p.m. And I got it within 5 minutes.
Look at that.
So it was quick, simple. The only issue I had was their pre-order information, I guess, is not up to date. Mm-hmm. But that's really it. But I got it, but it took a while. But then they said that it went through, but then I had some issues through the back end with the account information. So good old retail, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you expect, right?
Yeah, but hey,
you got it though.
Apparently secured.
You know?
My only concern is what they were doing with GameStop, where they were canceling pre-orders.
Yeah, I know.
I'm scared of that.
I hope not. I mean, Best Buy is usually pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard too much about cancellations through Best Buy. I saw that Walmart canceled over 1,000 pre-orders.
Oh yeah, they were going
off.
off.
That was crazy. But it's because Walmart never closes out their pre-orders. They just let them go, and then they just never set the limit.
Oh,
so
no, that's kind of like
It is kind of crazy.
What's it called? That's kind of like when there was people that were pre-ordering multiples for their addresses,
yeah.
and they were like, it's only one. Per
one
address.
per. Yeah.
So they were canceling all of them. But that's crazy.
I mean, after Nick told me that he got it through Best Buy, I got on Best Buy. And I was able to secure a second Xbox Series X.
And it didn't take long either. That's the crazy part.
It took me probably 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I kept hitting add to cart, and I didn't want to do it. And at one point I hit add to cart and it actually added it. I had my card already ready to go, so I just hit the cash out, and I was good.
I was so scared that I sent it to my actual home. I was like, I don't want it to my apartment.
But that's great. No, we were able to secure them. I have 2 of them pre-ordered. One is probably gonna go to my friend. I'll give them the pre-order. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, pre-orders were a little crazy. Did you secure yours? Or are you still waiting? Are you still waiting for them to go up? I will say this, Xbox and PlayStation did say that they're gonna have more for launch day. Launch day is crazier.
It could be 100, it could be 10.
Yeah, it could literally be like 5 extra ones.
Yeah.
And you have to wait there because they cannot give counts or anything like that. So you have to be in line anyway. But yeah, Xbox and PlayStation has had quite a few weeks.
Yeah, bro. This might, honestly though, I wouldn't say this is terrible given that, I mean, probably better time frame obviously for the future compared to like, you know, when PS3 and 360 launched.
Yeah, no.
But it's kind of the same vibe for me.
It is. So I feel like this time around it's a little smoother than before.
Yeah.
I guess because we're all more technologically advanced in a sense.
Because I can just get on my phone and do
literally, so you can just do it easier. Not saying that you couldn't back then, but I guess it's easier now. You know, you have the one button cash out. Like literally, you press OK and everything is all set.
And you spent $500.
Like,
it doesn't feel like it
yeah.
until you check your account.
But that's I guess that's one of the easier parts now.
Yeah.
Now, I will say we'll find out more as the time goes by about pre-orders, about anybody that's gonna have more stock on different ones. Yeah. We still don't know much, but we'll see what happens.
Microsoft, Amazon, Best Buy, Target. Yeah.
GameStop. I will say, consider buying an SSD, because Xbox did show their internal SSD that is gonna be $220.
Yep.
For 1 terabyte, which is I feel like it's gonna be beautiful. So,
yeah, because it's the same exact SSD. It's not any different. It's not from like any other retailer. Yes, so you can go and get one for cheaper.
Yeah, but how good is it gonna be?
Exactly.
You know, because SSDs are important. If you guys are not familiar with it, look into it because SSDs are pretty much the future.
Yeah.
They're the future of gaming. The one that Xbox is selling for $220 is actually the same one that's inside the console. So you're literally getting the same type of performance. You could get a cheaper one, like Nick said, but is it going to perform the same?
Yeah.
You know? So, like, are your games actually going to run at full speed, as it's supposed to? But
I'll probably get that in a year's time.
I definitely will, yeah. I feel like a 1 terabyte internal, it's good for the time being. If I need to upgrade it, then hey, I'll get it whenever I need it. As it stands, I don't think I'll need it for the first period of the game.
Because we're gonna be going through the games that we currently play, and obviously the Game Pass ones. That
I mean, we're gonna have Cyberpunk. For those of you that play Assassin's Creed, there's gonna be Assassin's Creed out there. There's gonna be all the other shooters like Call of Duty, Crossfire. We're gonna have all those games that are gonna be out. I'll be playing horror games like The Medium and whatnot. So games like that, I don't feel like they're gonna be that big, and I don't think they're gonna take much memory to fill a terabyte. So.
I mean, they also said that due to I guess like them learning how 4K games work and stuff like that it'll be like 30% smaller than the One X.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good file, I guess.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But we'll see what happens.
It'll be a good change.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think about the new consoles. Do you have a preference on either of them? Are you getting both of them like we are? I'll be getting both of them. We're also gonna be doing an unboxing video when we do get them on launch day. So stay tuned for that because it's gonna be a really good thing. I'm gonna do my Xbox Series X and my PlayStation. If I am able to get a Series S, I'll do one on that too. I'm hoping to get a digital version of the PlayStation because the one that I pre-ordered was the disc only one. I am hoping to get a digital one, so we'll see when the pre-orders go up on that.
They're both chunky, so
I just prefer the digital one because one, I don't buy physical games anyway, and two, it just looks sleeker because it has the full curve onto it versus the other one has the one curve and the one lump.
And it has the disc tray. It's like wham.
Yeah. I can't do that. But anyways, we'll see what happens. But that's it for us today.
Yeah.
Tell us what you guys think about the new consoles coming out. Remember, convince us on what you think PlayStation is better. I don't think it's gonna happen because we can go back and forth into this. But hey, tell us what you guys think. PlayStation versus Xbox. The next generation consoles are here. Finally, we have price. We have date. We're just excited. We just need the date to arrive, and we'll be playing the new consoles. So we'll see.
I'm just looking forward to the release.
We might actually talk about probably on the later episodes about what would be the best TVs to get, even though it's not gaming related, but in a sense it is because new consoles will support HDMI 2.1 which is going to be a faster bandwidth. And for those of you that are not familiar with it, it's going to be something that is going to support 120 frames at 4K. So you're getting the full frames at a higher resolution rather than, you know, cutting it in half, either of them. So,
which is my situation. I only get 120.
Yeah.
And I got my TV this year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a TV from 2016 and I have a TV from last year. So yeah, I'm still struggling.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They're both 4K. They're both HDR10. They both beautiful with Dolby Vision and everything. But I still can't do 2.1. So
kind of blows. I mean, but we have everything else, which is funny how that works.
Yeah, I'll be getting a new TV soon.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that when the time happens. But yeah, no.
Yeah, that'll be a whole video at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 13. It's been a fun one.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see any of the information or any of the posts, stuff that we will link in the bottom description, of course, double check those if you want to see any of like the Game Pass launches for the rest of the month, and of course the launches for the period dates. There is, by the time this video goes up, most likely there will be another wave of PlayStations that will be dropping. If you got a pre-order for yours, then feel free to let us know in the comment section if you got them. But until then, we'll see you guys later and pass the joystick.
All right. See you later, guys.